I've just finished my second week of classes here in São Paulo, Brazil. I'm on a 360 international exchange at Fundação Armando Alvarez Penteado, or FAPI for short. The team at 360 have given us a bunch of prompts, so I thought it would be fun to run through them like a bit of a Q&A, to share with you my first impressions and hopefully help you decide whether going on an exchange here in Brazil is right for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Is it how you thought it would be? Yes and no. I mean, São Paulo's huge and the weather is tropical. I expected that. But something I didn't expect was just the quality of the course here at FAPI. Each class has 8 to 15 students, which makes speaking in a foreign language a lot less intimidating. And it also means that the professor can give more attention and advice to each student. Also, São Paulo is a lot more cosmopolitan than I expected, and that means that the variety of food here is just amazing. I'm vegan, so I was a little bit worried about finding vegan options here, but so far it has been completely a non-issue. Did you suffer jet lag? I love this question. So no, I did not suffer jet lag. I used an app called Time Shifter, which gives you personalized advice based on your specific flights. So yeah, I would highly recommend it if you want to avoid jet lag. What have you learned so far? Oh, did anyone else's parents used to ask this every time they came home from school and you just forget everything that you've ever learned? But no, seriously, I am learning a lot. And something that I really appreciate about FAPI is that they focus on learning the language and the culture together. So once a week, we get out of campus and we go to a nearby museum or an art gallery or a significant cultural site around the city. And then every Friday, we actually have drama class in Portuguese, which is a bit outside my comfort zone. But it is such a great way to learn a foreign language. You learn how to use tone and body language and intonation to really express yourself. Cultural differences, ? Okay, well, I'll give you a positive and I'll give you maybe a not so positive. The positive is that people here are so open and friendly. At the start of all of our first classes in the first week, we had to introduce ourselves. And not just introduce ourselves like, what's your name, what do you study? But really like, why are you here? What do you want to get out of this course? What are you interested in? And I just found that was such a great way to start meeting people and making friends. Okay, on the not so positive note, people are a lot more security conscious here, out of necessity. I have been told so many times not to use my phone in the street, and so that's part of the reason why I'm filming this video like this rather than a vlog. I mean, if you shouldn't bring your phone in the street, you definitely shouldn't walk around with a big camera. Okay, and the last one is, what challenges have I faced? Well, I feel like I'm still in the honeymoon phase, so touch wood, I haven't experienced any big challenges here yet. I would say the biggest challenge that I've faced was actually just applying before I got here. I remember when I was still applying for my student visa and I found out that I needed some original document from the university here in Brazil. And so I had to FedEx them to New Zealand and then send them on to Wellington to the Brazilian embassy, and I was freaking out of whether we were going to make it in time. When I was applying, there was definitely times where I sort of thought, should I just give up? Is this even worth it? And so if you are applying for an exchange at the moment and you're feeling like that, just know that it is all worth it. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I think that's probably enough of your time. So thank you so much for watching. And if you do have specific questions about going on exchange in Brazil or maybe Latin America, just leave your questions down below, because I will be doing a follow-up to this video in a couple of months' time, so I'll make sure to answer your questions there.